Grand final day, and it is brought to you by Amplify Accountants and Advisors for under 11s, Moat Mental Insurance Services for the under 13s, and USSCA for the under 15 tournament today. And welcome to Grand Final day, or should I say Grand Final morning. It's a cold morning here in Melbourne, but it's hot on the ice, or at least it will be very shortly. We'll be watching the Southern Stars from Brisbane taking on the local team, the Snipers. Southern Stars in the black with the yellow and white, looking very much like a Perth, West Australian jersey, and the Snipers in the blue with red and gold. Yesterday, these two teams played off against each other, and it went to overtime. It was 3-3 at the end of a regulation, with Martin Urban for the Snipers scoring 3 for them. The Stars with a much more dispersed scoring lineup. But Adrian Hearn won it for the Stars in overtime with the overtime winning goal. Will be underway very shortly now. This is the consolation game for the under 13s. And, it is under 13s. And they have modified checking rules are underway now. It's going up to pick up the puck now. Gladys, who tries to clear it up the ice, but it is brought out by the Stars eventually. A little bit of a push there by Wishart, but gets away with it. And the puck now played across to the Stars in Gladys, who dumped it in. But it comes back into the neutral zone, and we picked up now by Riley Gladys, who looks up ice, goes cross ice, gets past the forecheck of the Snipers, looking for the other Gladys, but it ends up now deep in the defensive zone for the Snipers, who also go cross ice and get away with it. Pass across ice for defence, always risky, and as you can see there, it got picked up in the first shot on the net. Fired there by Hamish Corser, who got one away. Puck now being played up the ice by the Snipers, who try and clear it out of the zone. But it is picked up now and cleaned up nicely by the Stars. Played up ice by Hearn, who scored that game-winning goal yesterday. Now has the puck again on his stick, turns around, looks up ice, trying to find some room. Has it. Snipers going for a change and abandoning the move. Hearn gets through front, gets on his forehand and shoots, but it hits the body instead. Blocked there by Wishart, who got in the way. Now the puck will be played up by Snipers, looking to move up the close side. With speed on him now comes Urban, the goal scorer yesterday, with 3 for the Snipers. Pushed though deep into the corner, ran out of room. Coming back now the other way with speed, the Stars. They played up ice, just missing Hernandez. The shot goes deep, and they will go for icing, the first icing of the game. If you're not familiar with the rule of icing, it's reasonably simple in the first instance. If you play the puck from your half of the ice, so your side of the red line down the middle, and it crosses the goal line at the other end, it is the crime of icing, and you're brought back for a defensive zone face-off. Doesn't seem like such a big deal, because a defensive zone face-off does represent a pretty good counter-attacking opportunity. However, sting in the tail is you're not allowed to change. So the players out there will be stuck out there until they can get a change, so they may be a little bit fatigued. Face-off there won nicely by Hearn, straight back, and DeSantis gets it across. Just fanning on the shot was Vulik. Couldn't get the shot in, as the Stars, just a little bit of confusion behind the net, not quite sure who wants it, but eventually they clear it up the boards. And they just about get the puck out of the zone. It's now on the stick of Congdon, who tries to chip it up past, but only as far as the back checking there of the Snipers, who are now coming back the other way. But it's cleared out there. Gladys gets it up the ice. Lost in the neutral zone a little bit. Congdon putting some pressure on Brian, who stops and pivots, but only as far as the strong, effective defence there of Corser, who manages to clear the puck. But they don't get the puck out of the zone, just tipping it across ice. Play it up if you can. A lesson for you for the youngsters. Try and play the puck out of your zone before you get cute. And the puck now played back into the zone, though, by the Snipers, but racing now to pick it up deep in the corner to Sanders, who goes around the back, pauses, goes the other way, looks up ice, wisely plays the puck up the boards. Good choice. And here they come now, the Snipers, but running into a wall of traffic. He's Urban, but he's got some speed. Puck goes into the slot. Couldn't quite make the connection. It'll be picked up now by Corser, who looks up ice. Gets around the first defenders. Pushed though deep into the corner, and looks to trade the puck in the slot. Stars with a loose player, just floating on the back door. If they can get the puck to him, it's a great option. But the Snipers managed to just get the puck out of the zone. Picked up now by Hall, who dumps it back in, but it's still stuck in the neutral zones. Stars now trying to do something, just a little bit of loss of footing there, and it's picked up now on the stick of Bolton. Bolton fires the cannon, but it goes wide. Now the Snipers look to play it out from behind their net. They've got a little bit of room. They chip it up ice wisely, but it's going to go all the way down, and the referee has the hand up for icing, but the goaltender there, and O'Connor comes out and plays it, nullifying the icing. looking for the Stars to try and play the puck up ice. They're battling now behind the net. Ulick there trying to do something constructive, but Howell has it. Howell manages to clear it out of the zone under a lot of pressure. There's a hand up now for a penalty, and it's probably going to be on the Snipers. As soon as the Snipers touch the puck, there will be a whistle blown. It's what's known as a delayed penalty. Under those circumstances, as soon as the Snipers touch the puck, the referee will blow it up. So if you're smart about it, you can actually pull your goaltender and go 6 on 5, because it's not possible to score unless the other team scores an own goal, which does happen on very rare occasions. Look it up on NHL highlights and you find some very, very embarrassing goals. Players being paid millions of dollars a year to score empty netters against themselves. So it does occasionally happen, but not on this occasion. So we have a first power play of the game. The Snipers are player short. They've just got the 4 on the ice as the Stars look to load up some pressure and try and make something happen. The Snipers at this point will be looking to clear the puck out of their zone as quickly as they can, turn the Stars around and send them all the way back down the other end of the rink. There's no icing when you're on the penalty kill. We'll look for their defensive structure as well, see how they set themselves up. They'll be looking to defend that space across in front of the net. Shot taken by Bolton, but there in the net was Kobe Smith for the Snipers, who made it safe. No stop time in this, so the clock will continue to tick on the penalty on Brain. Chloe Brain having to sit 2. The clock continues to tick down. So the defending team, also the Snipers in this occasion, will be looking for as many stoppages as possible. Now trying to take a shot in, marching with the puck. Shot fired there by Corsa, but a nice blocker save. Smith, who just pushed it deep into the corner. Puck goes across the front of the net. Corsa will now go to pick it up once more. Plenty of room again on the power play. Some pressure coming out, but the puck fired across. Gets across to his D partner, who flings it in from a distance. There's a tip in through traffic. It was a good shot there by Gladys, but it wouldn't go. Too many bodies in the way, and in the end, Smith made it safe. So we have another face-off. 47 seconds to go on the Snipers penalty kill. A couple of nice shots so through this by the Stars. They're doing well on the power play, but you can see their D just getting confident and pinching in. This does represent an opportunity for the Snipers if they can get past them, but it's now on the stick of Corso, who fires again. This time it goes over the top of the net, deflecting off a few bits and pieces. Behind the net now, the Snipers will look to play the puck out of the corner and clear the zone if they can. Just 20 seconds to go on the penalty kill. Another chance now, shot fired from a distance. Goes wide there by Hearn. Wasn't a bad option. Sorry, that was Bolton who fired that one in. Now the puck will be picked up by Gladys, who tries to put the puck across, but it was almost picked up there by Urban, who had some speed. Now they've got the puck and control the Snipers. They'll be full strength right now. That we're back to 5-on-5 hockey. Penalty kill over. But with the puck now in control is Bolton, who goes behind the net, being pressed though by Urban. Tries to clear the puck out of the zone unsuccessfully. Now the Stars manage to get it behind the net, and that's on Corsa. Corsa moves around the back, gets around the forecheck of McIntosh. Still room down the side. Still going and gets the backhand shot away, Corsa, but it just went a smidge wide. It was a great opportunity. Just couldn't quite finish it off as playing the puck out now. Here come the Snipers with 2 on none. The goaltender, O'Connor, comes out to play it. Has to, and in the end, wisely just chooses to freeze the puck. And we will have a defensive zone face-off for the Southern Stars. This format a little bit unusual. It's 2 18-minute periods for these teams. Under 13s on full ice. This is a full NHL size arena. Face-off won by the Snipers. They take the shot. Didn't get through to the goaltender though. It looked like it might have done, but O'Connor had it in sight all the same. And now the Stars will look to play it out. It's on the stick now of Congdon, who gets his pocket picked, and now it's deep in the corner as the Snipers put the puck across the front of the net. But there in numbers were the Stars, and it's being played up ice now quite nicely by a player who just lost their footing. It's a little bit slow to get back to her feet, and I think that might be Gwen Miller. Made some good moves. And now the Snipers in deep defence trying to clear the puck again. Last time these two teams played, there were 3 all at the end of regulation. But it was won in overtime by the Southern Stars, just managing to pip the Snipers at the post. So now the puck brought back out towards the blue line. Snipers looking to play it out. They've got some speed and movement. A good pass there by Urban, but doesn't quite get completed. And we have an offside. If you're not familiar with the offside rule, the puck has to cross into the offensive zone before any players do. And if the puck comes out, everyone has to come out before anyone goes in. One way to remember it is the mnemonic puck you. In other words, the puck has to go in before you do. And on this occasion, it didn't. One of the snipers was offside. So blasting now through trying to do something constructive with it was Hearn, but was dispossessed. And now the snipers with a little bit of room. But forechecking pressure there, very effective by Laura Corsa. And now the snipers, as the Stars all back off and just giving plenty of room there to Vulic, who dances left and right, but in the end still manages to get the puck on his stick. Dumps it in, but doesn't get it past the Stars' defence, who are back there again in numbers. And now looking up ice, Lara Corsa. She's still got the puck on her stick, clears it out of the zone, but across the middle, didn't find the connection she was looking for. And it'll be picked up now, though, by Hearn, who carries it in. Hearn winds, but it hits a body. Snipers there getting in the way with Kirill Zolan managing to just put a body in front. Stars with a couple of loose players floating around the slot. A little bit outnumbered there, the snipers at the moment. Stars now get a chance to get a shot in. It's flung in from a distance. Looking for a tip in, possibly, was Gladys, but it didn't quite get to where he wanted it to. And now the snipers will dump the puck down the other end. The referee has a hand up for an icing, and it will be icing. You can see the players racing back. No, icing's waved off there. Not quite sure why, but regardless. And now the Stars look to clear it out, but didn't get it past Lung, who tries to dump it in, but now it's on the stick of Richard, who fires it in through traffic, but there's too many bodies. Again, the puck coming through traffic, but bodies back there in numbers for the Stars, doing a good job of controlling. No one able to quite clear the puck out of the zone, though. Now it's on the stick of Vulic, of DeSantis, who gets a shot away, goes behind the net. Picked up now Gladys, who has it on the backhand, just leaves the puck behind, has to stop and reset. Finally manages to clear the puck up the ice, but doesn't get it out of the zone. In the way again, DeSantis, but now here come the Stars. It's on the stick of Hearn, who tried to get it on his forehand, but a desperate back-checking effort there. DeSantis got back to clean up the mess. And now the snipers will look to clear it up the ice. Still 0-0 with just 6 minutes and 40 seconds to play in the first of two. And now it's just chipped forward there by the goal scorer yesterday, Martin Urban, but to no one, unfortunately, to his chagrin, and it ends up with Bolton. Bolton, though, being pressed by the aforementioned Urban, but can't quite manage to take the puck away from Urban, who now looks up ice. Bolton looks up ice, doesn't quite clear the zone, though. There's too many bodies there in the way for the snipers, but now has another chance. Looking up ice now, Riley Gladys fires it up the middle, looking for a connection. Couldn't quite get the puck onto the stick of Adrian Hearn, who was there, but it just went past him. Now it's deep in the corner for the Stars. So as they try and clear the puck up the ice, they're looking to try and get the puck up to a D, who was 2D very loose there. Gladys in particular, who's been outstanding so far. Nice little poke check, but beaten there by Urban. Urban gets it onto his backhand, chips it around, finds a connection. Moving in there quickly was Roach. But now here comes Hamish Corser again with room. He's got to get around the D and gets around the first one, gets onto his forehand, shoots, goes down wide, just wide of the net. Good chance there by Corser. Snipers desperate to clear the puck out of their zone. They really want to get this win. They didn't get it yesterday. The local team would like to win in front of a local crowd, but of course the visitors even more so with the investment coming all the way from Brisbane. Battling now on the half-boards there is Bolton. But the puck now ends up behind the net. No one in the slot for the Stars. They're looking to try and get a connection up. Finally, they get someone there. But here come the snipers in numbers. Going over to try and shut it down, though, was Jeremy Howell, who did so nicely. The puck played across into space. Stars now trying to do something constructive with it. Just tipping it through there beautifully. Hearn's got some room. He's got defence racing back to try and shut him down. Hearn is in the end forced into the corner, and a swarm of snipers, all five of them, congregating there, and it's flung in from a distance, looking again for a tip-in Corsa, but it didn't quite go again. Some good chances, and now the snipers getting a little bit tangled, but can they clear it out through Brown? Brown tries to flick it up the ice. Just pausing and losing control of it. Can't get cute in your defensive zone there, guys, as the snipers looking to clear the puck out of the zone. Just youngsters working on their priorities and decision-making. But managing now to clear it out. Brown just chips it up ice. He's looking for a connection, racing for it to try and get there first, Elijah McIntosh, but won't get there and will go for icing as Hamish Corser had it covered as well and will be brought back for an icing at the other end of the rink. Defensive zone face-off now for the Snipers. 3 minutes and 55 seconds to go in a scoreless first. It's been some good opportunities. Corser's been outstanding for the Stars. He's made some great chances, but hasn't quite been able to capitalise on these shots just yet. But it's been close. 9 shots on the net for the Southern Stars. Just the 4 on the net for the Snipers. So the ice definitely tilting towards the Darebin Creek end of the rink. Not that those of you from interstate will necessarily know where that is, but it's the end that isn't the cafe end. It's the end the Stars are travelling towards at the moment. As the Snipers try to clear the puck up the ice, only get it as far as Corser, who deeks a little bit, tries to get a shot here. Didn't have a lot on it. Perhaps looking for a connection there in the slot. Now the puck high in the slot, just fanning on the shot was Bolton. There was a good chance. And they've got just sitting loose Bolton as well. But a battle in front of the net is eventually won by the Snipers, who managed to put it into safety. Trying to get a shot away there, Congdon, but it didn't quite go, lost his footing. Is now coming back the other way with speed are the Snipers in brown. Flynn Brown runs into a wall of black and gold. Wouldn't go out though. They managed to clear the puck out of the zone. The Stars just. Not quite offside. There was Elijah McIntosh. But now just battling away on the half-boards. But gets through everyone in the end. Racing back now to pick it up, the Snipers on the stick of Yenji Jung, who looks up ice, runs out of room, leaves the puck behind, unfortunately for him. But DeSantis now cleans up the mess and clears the puck out of the zone. Didn't get it past Bolton, though, who got a stick on it. Racing now to try and do something. Snipers get clear. They get a backhand shot away, but desperate back-checking defence there by the Stars. Outstanding work by Jeremy Howell and Hamish Corser, shutting that one down. They saw the threat and got back very quickly indeed. Now the puck is just cleared out of the zone by the Snipers. It's on the stick there of Lara Corser, but she can't do much with it. She was swamped by blue jerseys. And now it's the Snipers playing the puck across. They get it onto the stick of Roach. Evelyn Roach looks up ice, tries to take a shot, but a stick, nice piece of stick work there by Gwen Miller. Just broke that one up. And now the Stars with a little bit of room. Nice pass across ice there by Riley Gladdox, but it went unfortunately just past the stick of his teammate. And now the Snipers will go back the other way. 1 minute and 30 seconds to go in the first of this 2-period game. It's a long time for under 13s, especially on full ice. It's a big rink. Just trying there to do something with it was Urban, but was robbed of the puck beautifully there by Gwen Miller, who did a terrific job of just picking that one up, playing up ice. Snipers dump it back in, just caught offside. They had to reset. Now going in to put some pressure on and stealing the puck there, Evelyn Roach. But couldn't quite do enough with it. And it's dumped in the other way. 1 minute to go in the period. Racing back now to pick it up for the Snipers. O'Brien, and she looks up ice. Just playing it up the boards now and coming through with speed. We're just managing to disrupt the rhythm there was Gwen Miller, who's having an outstanding period so far. Now the Snipers get it on the stick of Richard. Richard. Who gets the puck across, but another piece of beautiful defensive there work by Riley Gladdox, who has been superb in this period. Shutting down just about every chance that the Snipers ever had. Now coming back with numbers. The Snipers with 5 back-checking in a hurry. Shot fired from a long way out. Went wide. Second chance now for Adrian Hearn with that earlier break with that wide shot. Got to put it on the net to make the goalie work. If the goalie doesn't have to make a save, then it's easy for them. Now with the puck now is DeSantis, but will be beaten by the siren. The shot was taken, but O'Connor saw that one harmlessly hit the side of the net. And at the end of the first, 10 shots on the net to the Southern Stars, just a 5 for the Snipers. And it has been mostly the Southern Stars with the momentum, but they've been unable to convert so far. The score still 0-all. The under 13 series here, proudly sponsored by Moat Mental Health Services, doing a terrific job of workplace mental health. Something we didn't know about when we were kids. And certainly a pretty exciting little game so far. We haven't seen any goals, but lots of good opportunities outstanding for the Southern Stars, Hamish Corser, and in particular, Riley Gladdox, who has been superb for the Snipers. Some good chances. Martin Urban, we know how dangerous he can be if he gets a chance. scoring 3 yesterday against this team. But Charlie O'Connor hasn't been terribly troubled. Just the 5 shots on O'Connor. Kobe Smith for the Snipers has had to make 10 saves so far. If you're a little bit confused about the way the shot count works, it only counts as a shot if in the scorer's opinion, the puck would have gone in the net if the goaltender didn't make a save. So goaltenders quite often will think what they think is a save. A shot will be taken and they'll catch it with their glove or hit it with their stick or blocker or whatever, and they don't get a shot on for it, which obviously they don't like from the point of view of their statistics, because they want more shots and less goals to make their statistics look good. Who doesn't want a .9 goaltender? But if the scorer didn't think it was going to go in the net, it doesn't count, which is occasionally cause for some rigorous discussion. Face-off there, won again by Urban, who has been excellent at the face-off dot for the Snipers. Can they do something with it now? With the puck is Essen Swishart, who dumps it across ice. The Snipers liking those cross-ice passes indeed. It is a risky thing to do. If it gets picked, you're in trouble. But now they try and get something happening, trying to get through just about everyone, but running into too many walls of D was Elijah McIntosh. Just couldn't quite get it through for the Snipers. Back now onto the stick of Corsa. Corsa holds, pauses, has enough room to get the puck up to Howell, who tries to fling it in, but there's bodies in the way. And now back come the Snipers, and they've got the danger man there in Urban, but couldn't quite get the puck up to him. Picking up nicely Hamish Corsa for the Stars, who shuts that one down. Just hooking the backhand there, Flynn Brown trying to clear it out of the zone, but they do clear it out of the zone now, the Snipers wisely. Stars caught offside, having to pause. Now with the puck on the backhand and spinning, Hamish Corsa showing some nice footwork, but robbed of the puck now, and it's Urban who's got away. The goal scorer, he's got room. Urban gets onto his forehand. Deke shoots and scores. Martin Urban does it again, like he did yesterday, scoring that goal. They gave him a bit of room and just backed off a little bit, the Stars. Got across onto his forehand, Urban, and lovely shot. Got past the hand there of Charlie O'Connor and tickles the twine to take the score 1-0 to the Snipers with 16 minutes and 30 seconds to play in the second and final period here of this consolation final between the Southern Stars and the Snipers. Face off this time won by the Stars, but intercepted there by Lockie Richard. But couldn't do enough with it, and the Stars stole it in defence. Can they clear it out of the zone? Not yet. Still in the zone now, but pushing through was Richard. Got to pass up nicely to the slot. It's loose. Watch there. Harmless head to the corner though. O'Connor saw that one go wide. Good job there in the net for the Stars goaltending, but the Snipers put it up high to their point. Take a shot and fan, but unfortunately for the Snipers, didn't quite go. But trying to blast through there was Gwen Miller. Just robbed. She's got Lara Corsa as well, putting some forechecking pressure on the Snipers. They trip the puck up ice, but racing back now to pick it up will be Gladys, who has been superb for the Stars all series. Now looking up ice, trying to find Hernandez, who had room. Likes to go himself through the middle, but it's going to run into a wall of blue, and sooner or later he's dispossessed. But just with the puck there at a foot, shot fired there by Corsa. But body's got in the way, and we're going to have a high sticking penalty, and it's going to be on... No penalty, just a high stick. You can play the puck with a high stick if no one benefits from it. And it is brought back for a face-off. So the Stars now, they want to get a goal, square things back up again. 14 minutes and 50 seconds to play in the second and final. Gladys floating in, pinching in a long way for the Stars, looking dangerous to try and get a shot away if they can get the puck across to him. And they do eventually, and he takes the shot, but it went wide. It's picked up now behind the net by Chloe Brain, who tries to clear the puck out for the Snipers. Does so around the back, but putting increasing pressure on now Gladys, who's decided to activate. Needs to be careful, they don't let anyone get behind him. Now battling away on the half boards. It'll be picked up though by the Stars, who wisely there play the puck up the boards. That's how to do it. And now it's on the stick of Corsa. She loses possession, and it'll be picked up now by the goal scorer from before, who broke up the movement in Urban, who got the puck up ice. Dumping it nicely there was Evelyn Roach. And now they battle in the middle of the neutral zone, but dumped in deep now. The Snipers will have to go back and fetch, but it will go for icing. You can see the Essence Wishart racing back to get there first. You can nullify an icing by winning the race to the puck. It's a bit of a nuance, but in that particular occasion, it didn't matter. The Snipers got there first, and we'll go back for a defensive zone face-off for the Southern Stars. Can they turn this into a quick breakout? Quite often what you'll see in these circumstances is that the attacking team's defensive players will creep in quite close off the blue line. And as a result, you can see there's a lot of room behind them. And if the Stars can get past those D, then it's party time. But flinging the puck in there nicely was Wishart for the Snipers. But it now goes behind the net. It'll be picked up by Corsa. Corsa being pressured though. Chips it around behind the net. It's the right decision. Can't score from back there. Gretzky's office, whilst a good place to set up goals somewhere, is not where they get scored from. And now coming through with speed is Hearn. Hearn gets clear and shoots and scores. Hearn squares it up, 1-1. Adrian Hearn with a little wipe of the eye, Selly. And we are tied up at 1 goal apiece with 12 minutes and 40 seconds to play. There will be a result from this game. If we are all tied up at the end of regulation, we will go to 5 minutes of 3-on-3 sudden death and 3-on-3 on this rink. It's a lot of room. This time the face-off won by the Snipers. Not cleanly though. Just trying to push it in on the backhand there was Bolton. But it comes back to the stick of Howell, who dumps it in. Has a bit of a look, seeing what's happening behind him, Howell, just making sure there's no one coming in a hurry. He's clearing the puck up ice, trying to find the connection. But a nice pinch there by Corsa. Read it. And shut down the movement out by the Snipers, breaking up their breakout. There's a puck now behind the net as they battle. Trying to pick it up though was DeSantis. Couldn't do much with it. Just getting past the stick there of Bolton, who shakes her head in frustration. He's coming back now the other way with speed. Tries to battle through everyone but doesn't score the goal there. It was Urban again. But we have the referee losing sight of the puck. It looks like we're going to have a tripping penalty. So the Stars will be having to kill a penalty. If your stick causes the opposing player to lose their footing, then the referee has no discretion. They are required to hand out a penalty, and that will be Jordan Bolton sitting that particular penalty. And with 11 minutes and 2 seconds to go, face-off shoved in by the Snipers trying to get it into the net, but the save made by O'Connor in the net, who makes it safe, and that will run the clock down. So from the point of view of the Snipers, of the Stars at the moment, they want to keep running that clock down, get rid of that penalty if they can. It's nice if they can score a shorty, but they're rare. Now the puck played across ice by DeSantis, but they can't get a shot away, the Snipers, and now the Stars with a bit of room. They clear the puck up ice, get it onto the stick nicely of Congdon, but Congdon couldn't get past the defence. Snipers back in numbers. Don't want to give away a shorty, that's for sure. But they've got floating in the slot there. Caden Bolton looking dangerous. Snipers rim it around the back of the net. They're on the power play. They've got the numerical advantage, but it will be picked up now by Gladys, who puts the puck across, looking for Corsa. Risky on the penalty kill, but they get away with it as the Snipers are changing. Corsa behind the net, looks up ice, surrounded by two, drawing them in. But Snipers now in numbers. They've got their change organised. And the Max Congdon there sitting a long way up high for the Snipers. And they get a shot away and they score on the power play there. And that was shot in by, I'll get the number in just a second. It was Flynn Brown who got that one on the power play. Just a little bit of confusion in front of the net by the Stars and a little bit of a disorganised penalty kill. And as a result, the lead back out to 1 goal to the Snipers with 9 minutes and 25 seconds to play in the second and final period of this Consolation final. Face-off this time won by the Snipers on the stick of Thompson, but couldn't do much with it. Snipers offside. Just pinned there in the zone was Essence Wishart. Couldn't get out. And as a result, we will have an offside, which will cause a face-off. And the clock will continue to tick. No stop time in this game, so every stoppage is in the favour of the Snipers. They want to stop the clock, stop the play, but not the clock as much as they possibly can. dumping it in there was Lachlan Richard. The puck behind the net. And Snipers with possession, looking to put it across into the slot. They put it behind the net instead. Get the puck, looking for the player there in the slot in Richard, but couldn't get a shot away. Too many Stars in the way, getting bodies on top of the puck. Playing the puck up ice there was Corsa. They clear the puck out of the zone. They don't quite clear the puck out of the zone, though, I'm sorry, and they just dump it back in there. Lachlan Richard dumps it behind the back of the net, but it'll be rimmed out hard by Gladys, who doesn't quite clear the zone, though. And the fancy footwork and handwork there of the Snipers keeping the puck in. That was a nice play on the blue line by Essence Wishart. Puck loose in the slot. So the Stars pick it up, though, and they will just chip the puck out of the zone. Nice play there by Lara Corsa. Puck in deep. The Stars pause and shoot, but it just goes wide. Good chance there for Hearn, but it wouldn't quite go in. And now the Snipers come in numbers, and it's on the stick of the danger man, Urban. Urban with one to beat. Chips wide instead. Saw he was covered. Very nearly scoring a own goal there, but the goaltender just getting in the way. A little bit of misjudgment of where he was, Riley Gladys, but didn't quite score the goal. That would have been very, very embarrassing indeed if it had to happen. It's been outstanding throughout the entire game, Gladys, but that would have been the sort of goal you don't want to score. But fortunately, Charlie O'Connor for the Stars had enough to stop it going in. It looked like Gladys was trying to play around the back of the net and just misjudged it a little bit. Stars now desperate to get that goal. They've got 7 minutes to square things up if they can. Puck goes up to the point, firing it in from a distance. Martin Urban, that is, but it's now on the stick of Corsa, who goes around the back of the net trying to find some movement up ice. Kept in, though, on the blue line by DeSantis, who's doing a great job for the Snipers this time around. But now the Stars have it. They play it up the boards, but it's going to go for icing. And now if you are a Snipers fan, you're thinking, great, take another 20 seconds off the clock, maintain that lead. It's only one goal. It's not enough, but it's enough if that's how it stays when the siren is rung for the end of the period. 6 minutes and 20 seconds to go, most likely at the drop of the puck, as the Snipers choose which side they can take the face-off at. The centre there wisely putting it onto his forehand. That way you can turn the face-off into a shot on the net if you can do it, and they do. Doesn't get through very well, but all the same, it's a good choice. Now the puck deep in the corner as the Stars end up with the puck. They look to clear it up ice, trying to clear the puck out, but it won't quite go. It goes across into the slot instead. Dangerous now. Picked up, fired in by Lung, but there's trouble. Got a bit of a push there from Max Congdon. He said, not on my watch. And now here come the Stars. They've got numbers, but back two numbers to the Snipers, who did a good job there of getting back in a hurry. They understand the urgency of the situation. They dump the puck around the back of the net. Another good choice. The D here have learned a lot in this game. We haven't seen too many of those risky cross-ice passes. Trying to get through there, DeSantis, but just robbed of the puck. He'll be picked up now instead by Leung, who is being pressured by Bolton. Has to go around the back of the net, just to clear the puck up ice, but doesn't do as much with it as he would have liked, and it's picked up instead by the Stars, who chip it in on a backhand, looking for some constructive play. Now a little dribbler goes across the front of the net, fired in then by Bolton, didn't get onto it cleanly. As the Stars look to get that goal, just over 5 minutes to go. We're into the final five of this game. Now the Snipers play the puck up ice, gets onto the stick there of Chloe Brain, but it wouldn't go. Snipers now, Corsa, for the Stars, plays up ice, trying to find the connection in Bolton, but Bolton lost sight of it briefly. Puck goes back into the zone now, playing up ice, looking for movement. Howell robbed of the puck, though. It wasn't clean. It's being pressed by Martin Urban, who has been superb. Now the Snipers have to go back and pick it up on the stick of Lung, who looks up ice this time, plays it up the corner, but doesn't get it past the stick there of Congdon. But the Snipers clear the zone. Desperation now for the Stars. They dump it in deep, and that was on the stick of Riley Gladys, who's activated forward. Decided enough is enough, and I'm going to see if we can get ourselves back on the board. 4 minutes to play in the final period. 1 goal the lead to the Snipers. Just trying to clear the puck out of the zone. And they got it out of the zone, just McIntosh. But Congdon was there for the Stars. It goes in deep now, having to race back to pick it up deep into the corner. Races back Gwen Miller. Can she clear the puck out of the zone? It's picked up now by a teammate who looks to play the puck up ice to clear the zone, the Stars, but there's numbers enforce the Snipers. They know the urgency of the situation. They want to make sure that goal doesn't get scored. So they go back now, and that's Flynn Brown who has the puck. Scott McIntosh calling for it up on the blue line. Waits, pauses, tries to get up ice. Getting in the way though, Glenn Miller. She tries to fling it across. Stolen though by Urban, who has a bit of room, being chased now by Hearn. Urban has to dump it in under too much pressure. Now it goes to a wall of Stars. We're trying to clear the puck up ice. Still just on 3 minutes to play in this period. Now it's on the stick of Urban. Decides to play it back. They play it across ice, risky, but they get away with it. Zolan now has a bit of room. Snipers all managing to stay onside, having to jam on the brakes on the blue line. Stars looking to get that goal if they can. They haven't stacked their line. They've been pretty good with that. And now they play the puck up the boards. 2 minutes and 45 seconds to play. It's on the stick of Zolan, who wisely goes behind the net. Draws in the forecheck of Corsa. Looks up ice. Had Urban looking for it. Urban making the call. The puck wouldn't get through. Gladys pinched it off and stole that one. As now the Snipers look to play the puck across the front of the net. It's picked up though by Hearn. But Hearn's surrounded by a wall of blue. Now Corsa tries to fling it in and doesn't get past many bodies. He went wide. Trying to chip the puck out. Zolan. It's loose in the slot now. A chance for the Stars if they can get the shot away. On the stick of Hernandez. Hernandez tries to chip it in, but the stick gets in the way. That puck had eyes. It was going for the corner, but something got in the way. Gladys has to pinch in, sees the danger, has to go back the other way. It's Urban. Gladys with a beautifully timed poke check, shuts that one down. Under 2 minutes now to play. Here come the Stars again once more. It's on the stick of Hearn. Gets past the D. Hearn's got one with him. Oh, and they left the puck behind. Such a great chance there for the Stars. They'll rue that one. Coming in with speed was Gladys. They made the pass across. They just couldn't quite make the connection. Desperate times there for the Southern Stars. They've got a face-off now to try and score another one. They change. It'll be under 90 seconds to go. They can't afford to waste time now, the Stars. The clock's not on their side. They need to score and score quickly. Corsa now looking to take the face-off for the Stars. Tries to wrap it around, put it up high. It's on the stick of Gladys. Gladys couldn't get the shot away, puts it into the corner instead. It'll be picked up now by the Snipers who play the puck up the corner. Again, not cleanly. Shot fired across the front there by Gladys. Wouldn't go. It went wide. Under a minute now to play. Gladys loses the puck now with some speed going the other way. Here comes Lachlan Richard, but stolen there and not brought down. We are going to have a penalty on that one. Yeah, we're going to get a tripping penalty. Looked like it might have been, and that's going to be on Jeremy Howell, who desperate back check trying to shut down the move there of Lachlan Richard. And that's probably going to do it. We're going to run out of time as Hearn will have to sit too, so he'll be out for the rest of the game. And the puck cleared out of the zone there by the Stars, but it's not going to be enough. With just on 15 seconds to go now, the Snipers with the puck. Stars trying to crowd in deep. They'll, at this point, you might even argue they could pull their goaltender. But with just the 10 seconds to play, they've got to get a shot away and quickly. It's loose now, shot taken, and they score! Caden Bolton, loose in the high slot, a short-handed goal to the Stars. Ties it up at 2 goals apiece. And so we are going to overtime. Now, the interesting question here will be, do we start with Hearn in the penalty box? And the answer is yes. So it's going to be 4-on-3 for overtime. So Hearn will still have to sit. So the way it works, it's supposed to be 3-on-3 sudden death. But because there's a player in the box, you can't play less than 3. So the other team gets an extra player. So it will be 4-on-3 to the Snipers. They will have 4 on the ice. The Stars will have 3 until the penalty concludes, assuming that the goal isn't scored, at which point it will then go to 4-on-4. Hearn will come on. And then at the next stoppage, assuming there is one and no goals are scored, it will then go back to 3-on-3. It can cause a bit of confusion, especially on benches with coaches and teams who aren't necessarily used to the situation. So it'll be interesting to see how that one pans out. But we are going to overtime again. Beautiful goal there, Caden Bolton with just seconds to go. It didn't look like it was going to happen. But what a great opportunity and great forechecking pressure there by the Southern Stars. But we will be 4 on 3 to start with. Snipers with the extra player for 5 minutes of sudden death overtime. First goal wins. Urban wins the face-off again. He's been great on the face-off dot. Snipers now with the puck. It's a lot of real estate when you're under 13. A great big rink. It's an NHL-size rink. It's the same team that the big boys play on. Same size rink the big boys play. And it's a hell of a lot of room when you're only little. Offside though, but not caught. Will be caught for it. They're just snipping over the side there. Tommy Vulic was offside. If you cross the blue line before the puck does, it's brought back. Now the Snipers don't want this. They want to have as much time as they can with that extra player on the ice. They don't want to give the opportunity away to the Stars if they can. So they don't want to waste that time. Vulic now has the puck, but is robbed of it, and the puck cleared out deeply. Hamish Corser flings it in deep. A good choice there by Corser. Now the Snipers, though, with room. You can see how much room they've got as the Stars try and set up a neutral zone trap. They've got 3 across the ice. Just pausing and halting. Vulic puts the puck across, tried to find Urban, couldn't. Instead it went wide, and it's on the stick now of Zolan. And it's played out the ice. Nice intercept there by Riley Gladdox, who has been superb for the Stars. But it's now on the stick of the Snipers, looking to play the puck up ice. And they've got, you can see how much room they have. Forecheck there, just slipped around past, and it's Essence Wishart who gets past it. Now on the stick of DeSantis. Sorry, not DeSantis. Tommy Vulic. Puck goes into the corner. Now shot fired through distance. It's a tumbling muffin. It went high. It was a good shot there by Essence Wishart. Deflected off a few different things. Cut out O'Connor's eyes for quite some time. We will be 3 on 3 now. The penalty expiring. Although interesting enough, no, because the penalty happened while penalty expired while the clock was stopped, we will go to 4 on 4. Briefly. On the drop of the puck, back out on the ice now is Hearn, who ignores the game and went straight across to the bench. Get back in the game, Sunshine. It's a game on, don't forget about it. Not quite sure where juniors get that habit from, but when the penalty is over, get straight into the game. At least watch it. Shot fired, it's loose and high. It was a good chance there. Corso, who nearly could put it in the net for the Stars. That would have been the game winner if it had happened. There's lots of wooders in this game now, and the stick of Gladdox, who tries to put it across, finds a stick of the shot of Bolton, but a save there in the end by Kobe Smith. 2 minutes and 20 seconds to go. Sudden death overtime. Now we'll go to 3 on 3. The stoppage meaning the extra players who are on are now leaving the ice. So we revert now for the first time in this overtime to actual 3 on 3 hockey with just over 2 minutes to play. Now there's a lot of room on the rink. Riley Gladdox has done a lot of time in this particular shift, but now coming back the other way with speed. But just picking it off there was Corso, who stole the puck there from Urban. Corso tries to get around. You see how much room they've got. Gets onto his backhand, pauses, trying to find a connection. They just managed to put the puck out of the zone, though, for themselves. So as Hearn has the puck, play the puck up, try to find Corso. Corso gets past the check, gets onto the forehand, shoots from a distance, tries it wide. And now it is the Snipers with the real estate. 3 on 3 is all about possession. If you've got the puck, you're dangerous. If you don't, you're in trouble. And they know this, the Snipers. And unfortunately for them, Hearn picks up the cross-ice pass, runs into a body. The puck's still alive. Referee saying that's fair contest as the Snipers will play the puck up ice. But unfortunately for them, no one there. Riley Gladdox has it. Plays the puck across, trying to find a connection in Hearn, but just found on the reception. And now it's on the stick of the Snipers with a minute to go in overtime. So much room, not many shots. Puck played up ice. Urban now has the puck on the stick. Urban gets onto the forehand, tries to take the shot. It goes wide around the back of the net. Desperate back-checking work there by Gladdox in particular, who got back and shut it down. Gladdox now racing across. There must be some very, very tired legs. They've been on the ice for about 45 minutes or so. It's been huge. Puck went in deep for Hadrian Hearn. Hearn into the corner, looks up ice, trying to find a connection. No one there for the Stars, though. Very tired legs. Gladdox now has it. Tries to chip it up past As trying to get back on side there was Heard, but was stuck. These kids will hardly be able to move. They have heart rates around about 450,000. Plenty of tachycardia going on here. As here come the Snipers, 10 seconds now to play. They've got I don't know if Urban was offside there or not. It was pretty close. But now Urban with a last chance takes a shot. It winds across the front of the net. And the clock will beat everyone. And we are going to a shootout. So a shootout works by the teams take turns picking the puck up from the middle and taking one, carry the puck in and take one shot on the goaltender. Not a lot of players get a lot of practice at doing this. So we're going to see some interesting decisions in terms of how they do it. Some of the rules with regards to the way the shootout works. The puck, once touched, must always move forwards. You can't move the puck backwards. It must move forwards in one continuous motion. It's not allowed to stop. It's not allowed to go back. Players can, but the puck must continue to move forward at all times. You're only allowed one shot. If the goalie makes the save, then the save is made. You can't get rebounds. The keys to this one, and to make sure first and foremost that you actually do get a shot on the net. If you don't put a shot on the net, then it's a waste. The other thing is to try and make the goaltender move. If you get too close to the goaltender, then they become very large and don't have much room. So the first one now they get 3 shots to start with. This one being taken by Adrian Hearn, who has scored 1 goal this game. Picks the puck up. Be careful they don't do too much fancy stick work. But Hearn gets around and manages to get around the goaltender. Committed Smith early and tuck the puck in on the backhand and get him past him. So the first score there by the Stars. Now going back the other way. It will be Tommy Vulik who picks the puck up. Coasts in right down the middle, trying to be a little bit fancy with the puck. Deke, shoot, scores. Committed the goaltender early. Charlie O'Connor went down early there, which opened up the top lane, and Vulik made that one look a little bit too easy. So we are 1-1 at the end of the first of 3. And now the next shot looks like it will be taken by Hamish Corser for the Southern Stars. We'll see what strategy Corser chooses to take. It's not a bad idea to come in at an angle and try and make that goaltender move. You can see Kobe Smith watching carefully. So just a little deke, manages to commit the goalie early, drops down, and then that opens up nothing but net. And Corser just tucks that one in. So 2-1 so far. They have 3 shots before a result is determined. So the pressure is now on the Snipers. They need to score this one or the next one with the Stars with that small lead. And this one will be Martin Urban, who scored 3 yesterday and also scored 1 during the game today. So Urban, probably the #1 goal scorer in this contest. Referee's just having a little bit of a chat. Not quite sure exactly what they're discussing, but regardless, it's going on. Craig Armstrong-Frey, one of the most experienced referees in the country. We're very fortunate to have him with us here today, especially this time on a Sunday morning. We'd much rather be home in bed as Urban skates in. This time you can see taking a nice angle. He's coming across wide, shoots wide and misses. So if the Stars score this one, the Snipers cannot win it. But if they don't, then the Snipers can keep themselves in the game if they score the next one. So it's on, can Bolton shut the door? As Urban there just missed that opportunity. Looked good at the first, but skating in now, Bolton comes across, tries to freeze the goaltender, doesn't make him commit. Now the goaltender commits, and that's it. That will win it for the Stars. The Snipers cannot win this one. And so the Southern Stars twice now. They won in overtime yesterday, and today they win in a penalty shootout. So thank you very much for watching this particular coverage of the Consolation final between the teams 4 and 5, between the Southern Stars and the Melbourne Snipers. Great to have you with us. We'll be back for the next game in not very long at all.